Hello everyone. I am finally kind of getting the move down on this, like unpacking stuff slowly. I know I should be doing my projects because I'm definitely like a month and a half behind on those, and I just haven't found everything yet. But I did know where all my eyeshadow palettes were, and I desperately, after the move, realized how much I have and want to do like an updated collection and definitely a declutter. I had about 157 after my last declutter, which I had decluttered about half of my collection. And that time was without like rhyme or reason, just stuff I wanted to get rid of. This time I have a goal of going under 100, just to make my inventory for 2025 easier because I write everything down, and, you know, just to fix my pan those eyeshadows thing. So I'm not panning anything I don't even want to keep. Yes, I do have like ugly red carpet now in this new place, but it's fine. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I only have 2 quads left. And the 2 quads are, one is from Lime Crime. It's this Venus Vixen extra small. And it's a quad, like I said, there's 4 shades. Last time I kept this because the packaging is cute. And this shade right here I thought was so unique. See how it's kind of shifty? But it has hard pan, and every time you use it, it just really sucks. And it's like super thick for a palette, so I'm going to get rid of it. This time I will have a maybe pile as well, but that's I get rid of. This Tarte one, I would get rid of the shades in here. By the way, I'm only counting these 2 and these 2 because that one's a face powder and that one's a highlighter. So this is a quad. I would get rid of these, but this is the only magnetic palette I have left, so I'm going to keep it. Next is 5 pans. I only have 1, Bambi and ColourPop. It does have the plastic on it because it's still brand new, but it's just this like warm toned matte. Keeping. Kind of want the whole collection of that. There's Thumper and Flora, but I never got those. Okay, next is 6 pans, and I have 17 of them. Here's the thing, this one might go down a lot because, let's just go ahead and get started. So I have 2 from Too Faced, and they're both going to be maybes. So they're only 6 pans, like I said. They're just so old and so hard to hit pan on, I don't know if I want to keep them. But this one's just like, I don't know, they're so cute, the packaging. Okay, next let's do this Urban Decay one because it is brand new, so it didn't count in my 157. I'll have to do an updated one because I got some new ones that weren't counted in that. I always wanted this Urban Decay Wild West palette, and I found the mini version of it on Sephora on sale for like $11. So I'm glad I got this one instead of the full size. I'm gonna keep it, it's brand new. I'm gonna have to find a better way to do this because it's hard like bending over like this. Okay, next is Glam Light. This is the Almonds palette. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I wasn't sure, but I am gonna get rid of this one. This is the milk chocolate one. This one just came out of like a pan those eyeshadows thing. You'll see there's a little pan in there. This is gonna go on the maybe because I kind of want to get rid of it. I don't like the reflective and like weird shaped packaging. Special Dark. I might get rid of it just because it's new. Cookies and Cream. This one has some use on it, I know, but I have the Icy Glam Light palette. Yeah, I just talked myself out of this one. I'm gonna get rid of it. And next is the Lava Cake. Out of all of them, this is the one I would want to keep. Maybe pile, so I have 2 in the maybe and the other 3 are going. Okay, let me try to sit down a different way. Okay, next is from Revolution. This one I kept last time because I had it in a pan those eyeshadows thing. That's why there's a pan in it. But honestly, I didn't even want to keep it in the first place. I just kept it because it was in a project, like randomly rolled in. So that's a get rid of. Next is, this one does not want to open. I don't know how to, like what to get to set my phone on. So I just use one hand. But this is from Rim Beauty. It's just a neutral, and it's in the, like, the shade thing is called Baby Doll. I got this for like half price at Ulta one day for like $9 or $11. I don't want it though, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Next. Okay, these are all those like $4 palettes from Essence. There's 7 of them. Let's start with this one. This one was in my Pando's eyeshadows, and I put clear nail polish over it because it was like the writing was coming off. I don't know. I really want to get rid of this one, but I know no one would ever, like, it looks weird now that I put that clear stuff over it. So I don't want to sell it. So it's in the maybe pile, but I think I'm going to have to keep it even though I don't really want to. And I don't want to throw it away. Like, it's still pretty new. Next is Taupe It Up. It's a pretty gray, but I'm just going to get rid of all the rest of these, I think. Ice Ice Baby. Great Cool Tone Blue, and I have used it a little bit, but I don't want it. This is my Rose Will Go On. Yeah, this one's brand new. Get rid of. I'm going to be a lot more like ruthless this time around, I'm hoping. Now this is a warm toned bronzed this way. I was never into this one anyways. The formula on this is just okay. Like, yeah, it's $4, but it's just okay. Coral Me Maybe. You can get these at Target and Ulta for $3.99. This one I have used a bit, you can see, but get rid of. And I like to mob it. I think this one's new as well. Yeah, it doesn't have the plastic anymore, but it is brand new. Okay. That is all for this 6 pans. By the way, I'll come back at the end and like tell you how much I kept and like how much I let go of. But yeah, the get rid of pile is much bigger than the keep. And oh my goodness, I've only kept 3 palettes so far. Is that right? Because I have 5 in the maybe. Oh my gosh, I've only kept 3 so far. That's crazy. Okay, next is the 8 pans. I have 7 of them. This one's going to be a good declutter too. Let's start with these 2 from ColourPop. This one is the Bretman Rock collection from probably like 2017. And there's Wet and Lit. Wet is the cool toned. This shade right here, this silver shade, is one of the best silvers I've ever used. But the rest of the palette's just like really chalky blue, so I'm going to get rid of it. Lit is the warm tone, like I was saying. Just kind of chalky as well. Nothing great. Okay, so get rid of Too Faced. This one's brand new, so I'm going to get rid of it. There's still plastic on it. Too Faced, Kitty Likes to Scratch. I got this one for free recently. I'm going to get rid of it. There's literally nothing special about this palette at all, but the packaging is so cute. And the Too Faced Brown Sugar Cinnamon Pop-Tart. It is brand new, but I'm going to keep this one, I guess just because it's a Pop-Tart collab. Like, I think it's so cute. So, yeah. Brown Sugar Cinnamon one. Okay, and the last 2 are from Makeup Revolution. So this one's the Shrek collab with Lord Farquaad. There was the plastic on it. It's brand new, but I don't want it. I actually got this as like a gag gift for someone. So I might, well, it's for my sister. I might still give it to her. So I guess I'll put that one in the maybe pile, but I don't want it, that's for sure. Okay, Revolution Green Eggs and Ham, another one I only kept because it was in Pan Those Eyeshadows, randomly already rolled in. I wanted to get rid of it last time, but I just didn't. So this is definitely getting rid of. You can see the pan in it right there, and the shimmer was just like really bad. So I will be selling these on Mercari. I'll try to find a way to post that link again. Okay, 9 pans. Obviously 9 pans is a super popular size for eyeshadows. I think 9 pan, 12 pan, and like 16 pan are super popular sizes. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with these Huda ones since I've gotten rid of a bunch of stuff, because I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of these Huda ones. I just think they're so cute. This is the Mauve Obsessions. Keep. Sapphire Obsessions. I do actually wear blue eyeshadow a lot, so keep. Warm Brown Obsessions. You'll see. Oh my goodness, I forgot. I finished one of the shades in this, so it should actually be in the 8 pans because there's only 8 pans of shadow left. But yeah, I used to have this in my work bag and I used it all the time. There's a bunch of good progress on it, so I'm going to keep it. Also, I think the shimmers on these are like insane. This is Amethyst. These 2 middles shimmer shades are beautiful. Keep. Okay, next let's do this one. This one's from Beauty Creations. I didn't mean to keep this last time. It's literally brand new. And it's one of those palettes that you can get at TJ Maxx for $3.99. And this one's really hard to open. Okay. Just what you'd think. It's a fall warm tone palette. Get rid of because it's new. How about this one? This is the Wet n Wild Pac-Man collab. I kept this last time because it was the only Wet n Wild palette I have, but I am going to get rid of it because these mattes actually are terrible. But I did like the packaging. I thought it was cute. Okay. Let's do some ColourPop ones because there's a bunch of these I'm going to keep. I'm doing so much better than I thought I would. This is kind of insane, actually. So let's start up here. This is Nude Mood. Keep. Like I said, don't be surprised because I think I will keep a bunch of these. Big Poppy. Oh, this one's going to be a maybe because at first I was like, I'm going to get rid of that one. Now I'm kind of liking it. We'll see. Making Mauves is definitely a keep. This one's just really cool. It's like nice and cool toned and purpley. I think it's a little unique, honestly. That's Taupe. Definitely a keep. I love that slated shade right there. It's like a perfect silvery, cool toned gold. It's so strange. Next is another all matte palette. This is Little Ray of Sunshine. I actually do like this one. I'm going to keep it. I had to get rid of my ColourPop, the all yellow one, which is Honey. I had to get rid of it because the packaging was broken, so this kind of saves the like yellow mattes for me. This is kind of all I have for yellow mattes, and I have plenty of like golden shimmers, so I don't need that part of it, so we'll keep that one. Now Cherry Crush wasn't in my collection last time because this was at my like childhood home, and I just found it and brought it with me, so it's not new. I've actually had it for probably 2 years, but it does still have the plastic on it, so I guess it is new. But it's not new to me or my collection. It's just coming into this collection now. Keep. Such cute packaging. Okay, Wine and Only. I thought about this one for a while. I'm gonna get rit of it. Really cute shades. It's just a little too dark for me, I think. So get rid of. Baby Got Peach. This is a good one. Keep. And I do have a pan in it from Panda's eyeshadows. I'm one of those people who don't like these flaky glitters, but I'm gonna figure out a way to use them at some point, so keep. Orange You Glad. This one I was about to get rid of last time and I didn't. It's brand new. I have all these shades really, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Lilac You a Lot. This is, I think this is cute and unique. It's a very like light purple periwinkle palette, and I have used it quite a bit, so I'm gonna keep it. Brown Sugar by Kurochi. This is one of my favorite, I hope I said that right. This is one of my favorite ColourPop palettes, so I'm definitely gonna keep it. Going Coconuts. Obviously one of my favorite palettes. I also put clear polish on that to keep it from going away. I had pan on that in Panda's eyeshadows. And I've used those two middle shades a ton, and this one up here called Shredded. Okay. Tinkerbell Sparkle a Little Magic. This is one of my favorite palettes. It's brand new because I don't want to touch it. I've just never seen a pink and green palette before. Like, those are my two favorite colors, and I just think it's so cute and unique. Ooh La La. This is definitely a keep. Anything pink I like, and I have used it quite a bit. Just My Luck. Green is my other favorite color, and I'm going to keep it. Sorry if you can hear my stomach growling. Strawberry Shake. Cute idea, but it is brand new for me, and I wish the shades in here were a light pink like this, but they're mostly like reds. It's cute, but I'm going to get rid of it because it's new. And I have plenty of pink. It's My Pleasure. This one I was on the fence about. I'm going to put it in the maybes, but I do think it's a bit unique because it's kind of like purplish pink. And there's a lot of really cool shimmers. I also like Mr. Sandman, but I can't remember if it's in a different palette or not. Like, look how cool that is. So that's going in the maybe, but I'll probably keep it. Okay, Blue Moon ColourPop. This one is in my Panda's eyeshadows right now. But yeah, this one's unique. Keeping. Okay, that's all for ColourPop. So let's go to Revolution. This one is the Heartbreakers palette. I had pan on it in a Panda's eyeshadows, but these shades are not very unique at all. I know I got it on clearance at Ulta probably 2 years ago. I'm gonna get rid of it. The Lion King Simba palette. I kept this around last time because I'd used it quite a bit, especially the jungle shade up there. But the pigment and stuff is actually really, really bad, so I'm gonna get rid of it. And last but not least, the Looney Tunes palette. This one, I kept it because this shade up here, Appetite, I thought was pretty unique, but it's actually not. So I'm definitely gonna get rid of this one. Next is from The Balm. This is the Meet Matrimony palette. And this one just has really deep pans, like insanely deep pans. It's literally nothing special, and they're actually quite dry. I love the Balm palettes, but this one I'm gonna get rid of. And last but not least, this Sunshine Makes Me Happy Makeup Obsession palette. You'll see this one is brand new, like it still has the plastic on it. I am gonna get rid of it. I bought this in place of my Honey palette I had to throw away. But like I said, I already have all these shimmers, and I'm keeping that yellow matte palette, so I don't need any of the mattes in here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of it. It is cute and like super tiny though. Okay, next I'll be back with 10, 11, and 12. Okay, back to where we were with 10, 11, and 12 pan palettes. Up here I did put, this is my get rid of pile, so the nose. This is my keep pile, so the yeses, and that's the maybe pile. I'm glad it's small. Okay, let's start with the 10 pans. I have 8 10 pan palettes. So let's start with this one. This is the Tarte Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust. I like this one because of the packaging. You'll be able to tell in this video. I'm a huge fan of like cute packaging. So here's what it looks like. Super messy, has a pan in it. The highlighter like fell out and like is gone years ago. Like it fell out years ago. So I don't know, it's cute. It's like a mauvey pink. It's going in the maybes though, because I only want to keep it because of the packaging. So maybes. Okay, the Lamplight Pizza Veggie Palette. I should have taken this one out of the box. It's cute. I'm gonna keep it. That's what I get is veggie pizza, so that's why I like it. It is brand new, but it has a bunch of green tones, like grungy tones. I like it just because of the packaging once again. Keep. Next is from Jacqueline. This is the Strawberry Feels palette. Now I know her brand is gone, and I have used that one called Day Date in a project. Her mattes are not the best. They're like insanely dry. Uh-oh. Okay, it's fine. But I am going to keep it because packaging is cute. I like that it's all pink. Next is from Zoeva. It's the Cocoa Blend palette. That's what it looks like. It is cute, but it's very basic and boring to me. I'm going to get rid of it. Violet Voss Essentials. Another, I think I got this in an Ipsy box or something. Apparently I liked the terracotta shade at one point, but I'm going to get rid of it. Urban Decay Wired. This one, I've used before, and the mattes just are really dry and not great. They are super pretty, but I'm going to get rid of it. It's just a really big palette for like 10 shades. Okay, and the last two are ColourPop, and I'm keeping both. This one's a Candy Castle. And this you'll tell in a second. It's a very pastel, beautiful, light palette. It's unique in my collection. I'm going to keep it. And the Winnie the Pooh Sweet as Can Be. I wanted this palette so bad. I actually had to get it the second time they restocked it because it kept selling out and people were selling it online for like a ton of money. But I got mine off the ColourPop website. I still have the plastic on it, but it's so cute. It's greens and pinks and yellows. My phone is falling. But so cute. I just think it's like really cute packaging and stuff. So keep. Okay, that's all for the 10s. For the 11, it's just one. It is the Naked Urban Decay palette, the original. You can see how bad it is. I'm keeping this one because of all the progress I have on it and the nostalgia. Now it's a 12 pan palette, but it is 11 pans for me because I've completely finished one shade, so it's only 11 left. Keep. Okay. Ooh, 12 pans. There's an insane amount of these. There are 39 if I counted correctly, because I forgot to count at the beginning, so hopefully it's right. Let's go through the like one-offs. So I'm gonna start with this one. This is from Sleek. It's like the tiniest palette ever, and you'll be able to see when I open it. It's called like When the Sun Goes Down or something. I don't know if you can tell, but those are the tiniest little pans ever. Super boring. I'm gonna get rid of it. I only kept it because it was small last time. Okay, MAC. This is my only MAC eyeshadow, and I got it super recently. I don't think this was in my last video. Really pretty cool tones. Honestly, I'm just gonna keep it because it's MAC and it's new. And the packaging, I think it's from last year's Christmas collection. Next is Becca. This is an old one. It's Volcano Goddess. Now, I'm not super intrigued by this one, especially since Becca isn't a brand anymore, but look at all the progress I have on it. I have 2 pans, big dip in that one, big dip in that one. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile, because if I ever regret it, there's no way I can get that again because the brand doesn't exist. This one is from Taste Beauty. Now, I know I said before you can get these at TJ Maxx for like $6 or $7, or $8, I think. Yeah, $7.99. I know I said I hate these Taste Beauty like formulas. Like the formula is so bad, especially on the shimmers. But Aurora is my favorite princess, and this is the only palette I have of her. So when I saw it, I just got it because she's on it. So keep, and it's new. That's one of my newest ones. Okay, another new one in my collection is from e.l.f. This is the American Eagle collab. Look how cool it is. It comes with the like jean tag on it, and it looks like denim. This is insane. I bought it off someone off Mercari, and it's brand new. Oh my gosh, it's brand new. It's so perfect. I am obviously not getting rid of that one. Next is the Tarte Toasted palette, super old, probably at least 5 years old. Warm tones, I have a bunch of big dips in the shimmers especially. I'm going to keep it for nostalgia, and it's still a good palette. Okay. Here is another one off. This is from Pure. It's the Pure Barbie collab. Once again, in love with this packaging, stones, pink, everything. Here's what the inside looks like. Yeah, I still like it, and I'm going to keep it mostly because of the packaging, but that matte pink actually is, like, insane. Keep. Okay, Too Faced. This is the only Too Faced I have in here. This is the Just Peachy Mattes. Went super viral in, what, like 2018? All mattes, of course. It still smells like peaches. I love it. I'm going to keep it. You can't tell, but peach teas and some of these lighter shades over here have big dips. So keep. And I love the packaging. Okay. This one up here is from Sephora. It's the Ice Cream Museum collection. I know I haven't got rid of many of these, but yeah. Here's what it looks like. I'm going to keep it just because of how cute the container is. Okay, the only other one off is this one up here. The Kylie Jenner, the Wizard of Oz palette. I literally just bought this at TJ Maxx like a month ago, and I don't know why I bought this because I actually don't want it. I think I bought it because of how pretty and unique the color story is. Like, I really love the greens in here. and that pinkish purple up there, but I don't want this and I shouldn't have bought it, but I definitely know someone who will want it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay, let's go to some of the ones that aren't one-offs but close to it. We'll save ColourPop for last. So these two are from BH Cosmetics. I know I haven't gotten rid of a lot this update, but I am getting rid of these two. So these are super old, one of my first palettes ever. This is the BH Cosmetics Nude Rose. They're in like this 10 packaging. There's what it looks like. I do have pan in a lot of use because I've had it for so long, but I'm gonna get rid of it. They were super easy to hit pan on those, so that's always great as a panner. Nude Rose Nightfall was kind of the dark one to that palette. I have a pan in this one as well. Get rid of both of those. Okay. Okay, let's do these two from Glamlight. These two, I'm going to keep both of them. They're the Icy Collabs. I have the Blue Raspberry, which I've used a ton. And then I have the Cherry, which I guess is brand new. Yeah, but that one's fun. You don't see all red palettes like ever, so keep. Okay, now let's do the Balm first. So I have 3 from the Balm. This is Nude Beach. This one I'm going to put in the maybe pile because I love the other two. I do like these palettes. I think they're so cute and like magazine-like. I don't know. That's kind of what the like pictures remind me of. But it just kind of looks like cartoon style or something. I don't know. This one I'm going to put in the maybe pile though because out of all 3, that's the one I like the least. Next is Nude Dude Volume 2. And it looks like this. I do have a lot of use on this one actually, so I definitely want to keep it. And it's just super neutral shades. Keep. And Nude Tude is this one, also like cool tone, super neutral shades, and it's so freaking cute, so I'm definitely keeping that one. Okay, now for Urban Decay. I have 4 from that brand. We'll start with this one. This is the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. Here's what it looks like. Obviously, matte basics. Keep. I actually like this one, and I did a long time ago try to hit pan in one of the shades. It's like impossible, so hopefully it doesn't roll into pan those eyeshadows, but I do want to keep it. Okay, next are the also naked palettes. So I have Honey, Smoky, and Heat. We'll start with Heat. No, I got Smoky first out of those 3, but I wish I had the cherry one, but this one will do. This is Heat, and it's beautiful. Keep. This is Smoky. This one's probably been used the least, but it's still like super beautiful. And Honey, this one is my favorite of the 3. It's also brand new. This was definitely not in my other thing. I just found it at Ross like, what, 2 months ago for $25, which I wouldn't pay $25 usually for eyeshadows, but I have always wanted this palette, so it is brand new. Keep. Okay. I think, yeah, all that's left is ColourPop, so let me try to condense it a little here. Okay. Here's what's left. I'll probably keep a bunch of these, but let's just see. Okay, this one up here is the Snow White palette. Let me just say, if they ever make all the princesses, like they've made Belle and Snow White, if they make all the princesses, I will 100% get every single one of them. These are the most beautiful princess packaging. The shades literally look like Snow White. Red, blue, and yellow. Look how pretty the inside was, or is. Super pretty. Keep. Okay, and let's just go ahead and talk about the Beauty and the Beast one, Belle. This one, they have insane boxes too. It looks like a mirror, so I'm going to keep it. This one is brand new, but it's also super Belle. Yellow shades. Yeah, that I wish there was a red for the rose. That one's kind of pinkish, but it's fine. Keep. Okay. Let's do this one, the My Little Pony, also a collab one. This is a super old one. I kind of hate the color story because it doesn't look like My Little Pony at all. There's also 2 blues that almost look identical. It's super weird. I remember people talking about that too when it first came out. I don't know, just a bunch of these shades don't look like My Little Pony, but I don't care because this packaging is so cool and cute. I would keep it even if the color story was even uglier. So keep. And the last little collab one, this is the Powerpuff Girls. I got rid of my other 2 Powerpuff Girls palettes just so I could keep this one. Obviously, it's super, like a super good color story for them. Pink, green, and blue all in here. There are 2 glitters, which I don't like, but I'm fine with it just because this is cute and obviously gonna keep it. Okay, let's start with this one. This one is in my pan those eyeshadows right now, and it's a super light peachy color story. Keep. Lush Life, I took this one to Hawaii with me. You'll see when I open it. Super pretty tropical looking. Keep. Cabana Club, another tropical one. I've hit pan on one of these in a pan those eyeshadows. Keep. Good as Gold. I was thinking about putting this one in the maybe pile, but I'm definitely going to keep it because it's pretty unique. It's like an all gold palette. You Are a QT. Keep. It's a really pretty like lavender kind of color story. Flutter By. I'm definitely keeping this one. The packaging is pretty and it has all these sparkles on it. Pretty mauvey color story. Off of Melrose, this is what I'm going to get rid of because it's pretty basic and boring. It has a weird mixture of warm tones and cool tones in it, and just the packaging isn't my favorite, and that's what it kind of comes down to with ColourPop for me. All that, definitely keeping this one. This one's their Valentine's Day collections are just amazing, and this is one of them. It's like a red color story. So beautiful, definitely keeping. Another Valentine's Day collection. This one's from this year. Pinks and reds. I mean, it's just perfect. It's brand new in my collection. Keep. California Love. This one I'm getting rid of, and I was going to put it in the maybes, but I'm definitely getting rid of it. It's just a very basic warm toned palette. Whatever. I'm keeping this palette mostly because the packaging, because it's quite boring on the inside, but the packaging is cute. I like anything cheetah print, so keep. So Very Lovely. I was going to put this one in the maybe as well, but I am going to get rid of this one. Last time I said it had a unique color story, and it still does, but I think it's only because of that macaron shade, the lavender, but I have a lavender shade. And this one's brand new, so I might as well get rid of it before, you know, I get any use on it. And then, yeah. Okay, these last two I'm keeping, but this is Limoncello. Unique color story in my opinion. It's very warm, and then it has blue in it. This is like super 2017 style to do a warm palette with a pop of blue. That in the wrong pile. Okay, and last but not least, Plush Like Me. This, first of all, it has velvet packaging. It's very basic, but I'm keeping it because of the packaging again. Keep. Next will be probably the, if I have 13, mostly 14 through 16 probably. Okay, everyone, this is 14 pan, 15 pan, 16, 18, and 19. I was like, why is this blanket getting more full? But it's because the palettes are getting bigger because there's more shades in them, obviously. Okay, let's start with 14 pans. I have 11 of them. They're right here. Let's start with the Smashbox full exposures up here. This one is the original full exposure. It's like the light neutral. It is pretty, but it's very boring and pretty bulky, so I'm going to get rid of it. I'm also going to get rid of double exposure because this one's just a bit more cool toned. It has been used more because I was really into cool tones, but I'm still going to get rid of it. Next is Sigma. This one is one of my newest palettes in here. It's one of my dream palettes that I've always wanted. It's the Disney Princess Cinderella one. It's gorgeous. I bought it offline recently. I'm obviously keeping it. Next is from Lorac. This is the Pro 1, like original palette. This is what it looks like. So technically it has 16 pans, but there's only 14 shades left because Cream is empty and Sable is almost empty. There's one crumb up there, but it's fine. So it's now a 14 pan palette. So keep. Kylie. I almost got rid of this one last time, but it's still so pretty to me. Honestly, I'm really thinking of still keeping it, but I am going to throw it in the maybe pile just in case I do have more pink palettes like that. I don't know why I like it so much. Maybe because the pink packaging. Okay, let me get this Too Faced one out of the way. Another pink palette. Maybe let's see if this one will. See, this one's not as pink as the Kylie one though, but I do want to keep this one. So this one's pretty new to me and it's actually really tiny. So next is the ABH palettes. I have Carly Bible, that one's new in my collection, Riviera, Soft Glam, Modern Renaissance, and Subculture. This is what this one looks like, super used. That shade's almost gone, I had to repress it. There's a bunch of big dips in the other shades. Super fall, pretty, I'm gonna keep it. Modern Renaissance, definitely keeping. I don't care, these are all so nostalgic for me, I'm definitely gonna keep them. Soft Glam, same thing. This one's my most used one, I think. Riviera's, I think it's brand new. Got it super cheap at TJ Maxx. Yeah, I've never touched it, but I will eventually. And Carly Bible, I just bought this off of someone. I've always wanted this one. Super pretty, like light colors. Keep. Okay, I only got rid of 2 of those and 1 maybe. Okay, next will be the 15s. It was pretty interesting to me how I have pretty equal 14, 15, 16, and 18s. But let's see, okay. Let's start with the ColourPop. So we have Misunderstood. It's the Disney Villains palette. Definitely keeping. I pretty much like anything Disney, but I especially like the princesses, so I'm also keeping that. Super pretty. I actually haven't used this one that much. Okay, next is ColourPop Garden Variety. Super pretty, like purple greenish color story. I like this one a lot, and I love the packaging. Malibu Barbie. This is one I wanted super bad, so I'm definitely keeping it, but I haven't touched it. But it is very Barbie, so. Okay, Twilight, one of my newest palettes, definitely keeping. I literally just got this, like, what, 2 months ago? It only came out, like, 5 months ago. So I love the inside of the packaging better. Like, look at that. And there's that super cool toned. Love it, especially that green. Okay, haven't used it yet, though, but I'm going to keep. By the way, here's the pile update. Maybes, keeps, and get rid of. So they're, you know, the keep pile's a little bigger, but I'm totally fine with that. Okay, ColourPop Golden State of Mind. I kept this one last time. It's all shimmers, but I'm gonna get rid of it this time. I'm 100% sure I have all these, so get rid of. ColourPop and the Mulan palette. I just got this one as well. I bought it off someone because I've always wanted this palette and I missed out on it like 2 years ago, so keep. Although it does have a bunch of the pressed glitters, which I don't love, but keep. Okay, now let's do this Too Faced one down here. This Chocolate Bonbon palette is actually a 16 pan palette, but I have finished this one down here, so it's now has 15 shades. This one is in my project eyeshadow, pan those eyeshadows right now. Dark Truffle is in, but yeah, keep. Ace Beauté Nostalgia. This one's super cool because it's a very summery palette. I do want to keep this one. I think it's a unique color story. Okay, the Glam Lights. This one is the Chocolate Martini. It's brand new. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. I have plenty of Glam Light palettes. They do have my favorite shimmer formula, but this palette is boring to look at, so get rid of. Here's the other Glam Light palette. This is Strawberry Shortcake. Definitely keeping this one. She was one of my favorites, and pink and green is my kind of color story. This is probably one of my favorite palettes. Okay, speaking of favorite palettes, this is my all-time favorite palette, and I just got it. I've been scouring Mercari for probably a year and a half looking for this palette, and it sells out as soon as someone posts it, and I just happened to, you know, search it up one day, and there was one for sale, and it wasn't even badly priced. Like, I think she had it for like $30, and it's new. She said she might have swatched like 2 things, but I don't even see any fingerprints. I don't know if I want to use this though, because I'm a huge fan of national parks and the outdoors and stuff, and I've wanted this palette forever, specifically because of the Blue Ridge Parkway shade, which has a little black bear on it. I love this palette. I don't know if I'll ever use it, and that's totally fine with me to have it as a keepsake. Obviously keep. Now, this Nomad Berlin Underground palette I got from, not like an Ipsy or whatever, but I got it one time. I think like everyone got this because it was like flooded on Mercari for a while. I really do like this palette though. Like, I want to keep it, but I'm going to put it in the maybe just because it is warm tone. Finally, Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. Sorry, I had to sit back down. This is, let's see, also very warm tone, but it is my only Natasha Denona palette, and someone gave it to me, and I really want to keep it for sentimental reasons. And obviously it's Natasha Denona, my fanciest palette, so I'm going to keep it. Okay. Not doing so great with decluttering this time. We've only decluttered 4 so far. Okay. Here is the 16, those are declutters. These are the 16 pans right here. There are 8 of them. So let's go ahead and get started with the Lorac ones. There's 3. So this is my newest, one of my newest ones in my collection, the Lorac Pro 4. You'll see how beautiful it is when I open it. Very pinky, warm red shades. It's so beautiful. I really like this color story, and I love Lorac shades. This one's new. This is the Lorac Pro 2. Here's what it looks like. Cool toned, beautiful. I love Lorac shades. Keep. And the last Lorac palette is this one. It's called the, what's it called? Beauties Who Brunch Pro eyeshadow palette. It's really funny, but it is unique in my collection because it's all pastel palette, and it's one of those shades that's like barely there, and you have to like really build it up to see it, but I kind of like that for pastels, obviously, so I'm gonna keep. Okay, this is the Pure My Little Pony palette. You know, I was gonna say, no, I'm definitely keeping this one. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping this one. Anything My Little Pony is so cute, even though the packaging is insanely boring. The color story is great. So, Revolution Beetlejuice palette. This is in my Halloween project pan right now. And this is, I mean, it's just funny. The shades are small. There we go. The shades are small, but they're so like Halloween and Beetlejuice. I haven't seen the new Beetlejuice yet, but keep. I don't think I got rid of any of the 16 pans. Okay, all of these 3 are the Too Faced. So I have the Too Faced Born This Way Sunset Stripped. It's a new palette to me. Haven't touched it yet. I'm definitely keeping it. Too Faced Chocolate Bar, an old one. Look how much use I have on this thing. I'm going to keep it though. I love this one. Still smells like chocolate. And Too Faced Chocolate Gold, one of my favorites of this collection because it's mostly shimmers. There's, what, 4 mattes in here? And there's just very unique shimmers, I think. So keep. Okay, now for the 18 pans. I only have 9 of them. So first of all, another Lorac one. This is a really cool collection. It's the Pirates of the Caribbean. It is like huge packaging. And you can see how small the shades are in here. That's another thing I like. Lorac shades are small, so you can actually use them up if you try. But yeah, I'm definitely keeping this one. I think it's quite unique. BH Cosmetics. This one I am going to get rid of, which I'm super sentimental of this one because it was my first quote-unquote high-end palette. I thought it was high-end at the time because I paid $18 for it, I think. I know it was under 20, but that, oops, sorry. That was, this was my first eyeshadow palette, so obviously I didn't know how much eyeshadow palettes costed. Or cost, sorry. But yeah, I did flatten out some of the shades. It's a baked formula, and I just thought this was the best thing in the world. And I am sad to see it go, but BH Cosmetics went bankrupt anyway, so they don't make them anymore. Okay, Too Faced. Too Faced Sweet Peach, one of the oldest palettes in the game, was super popular in 2017, and you could tell I loved it as well. Most of the shades have a big dip. I love this one. I just hit pan on that one and panned those eyeshadows like a few months ago. I'm gonna keep it. Too Faced Italian Spritz. This is my newest of the Too Faced ones. I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile. I was definitely gonna keep it, but now I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's okay. Okay, Too Faced Pumpkin Spice Second Slice palette. I do have this one in my fall project pan, Pick Up the Patch. And yeah, this one's just really pretty, perfect for fall. And I have used it quite a bit. I got it about last year. Too Faced Better Than Chocolate, another one I got somewhat recently. They gave it to me for free at the cosmetic company store. This is what it looks like. I have hit pan in pan those eyeshadows one time, and that shade is in my pan those eyeshadows now, so I'm gonna keep it. Okay, the rest of these three are from Revolution. So this is the Winter Wonderland palette, and I do have one. No, I didn't hit pan on that, sorry. This is a cute palette, but it's not very winter themed, and it's just hard to store because I don't know if you could tell, but this is all raised, so it's not like it doesn't slide in well. Anyways, get rid of Big Cheese. I was going to keep this one because me and my sister have matching ones, but mine is new, and I'm just, you know, I don't need it. Revolution shades are not great, but they're also super inexpensive. However, I just said that, but I Heart Revolution and Cocoa Pebbles palette, I think it's funny. It is brand new, but I'm going to keep it. So, and last but not least is my one and only 19 pan palette, and it is a giant Shrek face. It's from Makeup Revolution. It's funny, and I like it. It's super hard to store, but I don't even care because it's funny. It is brand new, and it's a bunch of green shades, and they have super funny names like Ogre and Swamp and Onion. So, yeah, gonna keep it. Okay, next will be 20 and up. Okay, everyone, getting towards the end, we have 20 pans, 24 pans, 25 pans, and that's all for right now. This one is not a 25 pan. This is from Huda Beauty. This was an 18 pan that I missed earlier. This is what mine looks like. I did use it a while, but this was years ago. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one because I have many Huda Beauty palettes. Okay, 20 pans. This one is actually shocking me for all these big pans because I think I'm gonna get rid of a bunch of these big palettes. Okay, Glamlight. This one's really cute, and I did not think I would get rid of this one, but I am going to. Literally comes in an oven box. It's just, it only has 20 pans, and it's like the biggest thing in my collection. It's so beautiful colors, but I mean, it's just impractical, and it's not been touched, brand new in this box, so hopefully someone will enjoy it. I'll miss it, but okay. BH Cosmetics, this is a Christmas palette from like 3 years ago. It is the Fairy Lights palette. Here's what it looks like. I don't know why I'm so insanely drawn to this palette, but I love the light shimmers, and this is the only one out of this I'm going to keep. Next is the BH Color Festival. Really pretty, like, neon shades. I'm just not into this one anymore. It is going. Now, Royal Affairs, one I liked for a really long time. Also from BH. I think the color story is super unique, but once again, BH is, like, gone. So, if I only kept one of BH, I'm fine with that. Next, Jacqueline. This is the Luxe Legacy palette. I literally just bought this at TJ Maxx like 4 months ago. I have no idea why I bought it. Is it the color story pretty? Yes. But I definitely didn't need this, especially such a big palette. I'm going to get rid of it. The pans in it are huge too. Okay, 24 pan palettes. I have 4. We have the Sephora Pantone. I love that this one's so small, even though it has so many shades in it. I just like this collection. The color story is a little boring, but it's quite unique. So, okay, Glamlight Barbie palette. Definitely a keep. I found this at TJ Maxx. I'm using this as justification to get rid of a bunch of my other Glamlight palettes, like the Hershey Kisses one, because it has so many shades in it. So keep. Tarte Pineapple. That's what I call this palette. This one's kind of hard for me. I don't know what to do. For some reason, I like it so much. It's just a weird shape. It's big. It kind of bows out in the middle. This is going in the maybes. And the Bratz Revolution collection. I did just get this, but ColourPop just released a Bratz palette, and I'd rather have that because it's probably like a quarter, like a third of this size. And this one's heavy because it's in 10 packaging. Like, it's pretty heavy by itself. I just don't like these big Revolution palettes, so I'm going to get rid of this one. Okay. 25 pan palettes. I have 5. My stack's falling over here. By the way, I haven't updated that yet. We'll do that at the end. Okay. Glam Light Scooby-Doo palette. This is going to be a keep, another colorful Glam Light. I can keep that has a bunch of shimmers. They have my favorite shimmer formula. And look how cool that color story is. So keep. Okay, these three are all the ABH Norvinas, the big ones. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Got them all from TJ Maxx. Believe they sell them for, when I bought them, they were $19.99, but I saw them recently for $16.99. So they're all new. This is the first one. And I feel like I either want to keep them all or get rid of them all. They're also pretty heavy, but this one has my least favorite color story. Oh my goodness. But when I show you the color stories, I don't know why I'm so drawn to these palettes. Like, I really, really like them, and I'm considering keeping all 4. So that's number 1. These are all 4 going in the maybe pile for now. This is 2. This one's super beautiful. Number 3, I think 3 is my favorite. Let me just show you. Look at that. Is that not like the most beautiful? Oh, I thought I broke it, but it does go back all the way. The most beautiful color story. And then 4 is the newest one. It somewhat recently came to TJ Maxx. It's a bit more, definitely more toned down and like wearable, people would consider, but yeah, so pretty. I don't know why they were putting pressed glitters in it because they didn't do that in the other ones, but yeah. Those are all 4 going in the maybe pile. But yeah, and the next video will have everything else in it. Okay, finally, the last part of the video. This is all we have left. We have 30 pans, 32 pans, 35 pan, and 39 pan. I know that one's a funny number, but okay, 30 pans, I have 5. Let's start with the Glam Light. This is Rick and Morty. This one's brand new. I think it's too similar to the Scooby-Doo story, and I'm sure I have these over and over again. It's brand new. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. Michaela palette. I'm going to keep this one. I think it's pretty. I haven't used it yet, but it's really beautiful shades, actually, so I'm going to keep. I Heart Revolution Looney Tunes palette. I'm going to get rid of this one. It has really pretty colors, actually, very peachy and stuff. It's just huge. I've never used it. It's brand new, and I don't know, just a Revolution palette, I guess. ColourPop Smokin' Hot palette. I went back and forth on this one, but I am going to get rid of it. I got it for free with an order from Ulta. You had to place like a $35 order at Ulta. I know it looks a little smashed up, but it is brand new. I haven't touched it. Yeah, just warm tones. Just a little too big. I have smaller warm tone palettes from ColourPop. And BH Cosmetics, Take Me to Brazil. I hung on to this one for so long. I used it a ton back in the day when it was super popular. This was kind of like the first of its kind, like the first truly rainbow palette. Like, it was so pretty. Everyone loved it. Mine's so beat up. It's missing a shade. Has dips, pans, scrapes, paint on it. I don't know. But I'm going to finally get rid of it. Okay, that was the 30 pans. I only kept 1 of the 5. That's great. 32 pans. I'm keeping both of these. These are the Lorac Pro Mega Palettes. I have 2. And I have 3. I love these palettes. They're so great to use, so buildable, and you can hit pan easy, which is fun for panners. So 32. 35, I only have 1. It's the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. This is the original one. And yeah, I haven't used it that much. I never really watched Jaclyn Hill anyways to begin with. I just wanted it because it was popular. And now I'm realizing that and I'm just not into it. So I'm going to get rid of it. And same thing for this Morphe James Charles palette. It's called the Mini palette. I was thinking about keeping this just because it's like a rainbow palette, and I thought I might be getting rid of the rest of them. They're also tiny little pans, like they're the size of my finger. But I also never watched James Charles. I just wanted this palette because it was popular, and I think I've only used this shade for some reason. Like, none of the other ones are touched, just one green shade, and I used it a ton, it looks like. And the shade names are on this, and I like it when the shade names are on the actual thing. Social Blade is what it's called. Anyways, 39 pans. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Yeah, then I'll come back with ones I'm keeping and ones I'm getting rid of. Okay, everyone, I have the get rid of pile and the keep pile. The keep pile is a little bigger. Actually, it's a lot bigger. Okay, so I'll go ahead and tell you. The keep pile is at 96, which is under 100, like I wanted it to be. And the get rid of pile is at 46, which is great. Almost 50 palettes gone. But we still do have this maybe pile, which we need to go through right now. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, there are 19 maybes, if you were wondering. Essence Dancing Green. I don't want this anymore. I can't sell it because, like, I put the clear nail polish on it to keep it from. I'm fine to throw it away. I paid $3.99 for it. I have dips in it, and I have a pan in one of them. I'm going to toss this one, which I usually don't do, but this one, I said I was going to give to my sister. I'm still going to do that, so it doesn't go in either pile. these two from Too Faced, I am going to get rid of. They're old, they're 10. I mean, they're so hard to hit pan on, and half of them are face powders. I'm all right. Okay, those can go over there. I don't know about this Tarte Pineapple one still. Honestly, I want to keep it, and I don't know why. I don't know why I like this one so much. It's so awkward and bulky. Let me still keep that one in the maybe pile for a second. This Hershey Kisses Milk Chocolate palette, I'm going to get rid of. However, the Lava Cake one, for some reason, I really want to keep this one. Well, I was going to keep one of the Hershey Kiss ones. I was going to keep this one, but the Barbie palette is like mostly pink, so it'd kind of be like useless to keep this one. Let me look at the milk chocolate one again. I don't really want to keep that one either. Still maybe pile. I don't know. This Tarte Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust, I'm finally going to let go of it. I mean, I never use this, so I'm going to get rid of that. These 4 ABH Norvina palettes, I just realized how heavy they were picking them all 4 up together. I'm going to do something else with these. I want to take these back home to my childhood home because I do travel there a lot. And when I go there, I don't have any eyeshadow palettes. So if I bring some and leave them there, I won't have to travel with them anymore. That's what I'm going to do with these 4 because they are brand new and I don't want to try to hit pan on them yet for some reason. The Nude Beach from the Balm, I think I can get rid of this one. I have 2 more that I like better. So I'm going to get rid of that one. Nomad Berlin Underground, I don't know. I don't know why I like this one so much, to be honest. See, I have another Nomad palette, but I don't know if I want to use it because it's the America's Parks palette. That one's still going in the maybe. I don't know what to do. Okay, Kylie. I really want to keep this one too for some reason. I just remember going into Ulta and like buying this and being so excited about it. I think that's why I want to hang on to it. The ColourPop palette's Big Poppy by ColourPop. I think I'm going to get rid of this one while it's still brand new, even though I do think it's beautiful. And the ColourPop It's My Pleasure, I think I can part with this, which I didn't plan to at the beginning of this video, but... Becca Volcano Goddess, I think I'm going to get rid of this one too. It does have so much use on it, but it's such a boring palette, and Becca doesn't exist anymore, so maybe someone will want it because of that. Too Faced Italian Spritz. I feel like I'm going to keep this one for now, actually. Yeah, I'm going to keep this one. It's cute. Okay. Kylie, I'm going to keep it. I like it. Nomad, if I want it, I'm going to keep it. Tarte, if I want it, I'm going to keep it. I'm now at 100 because I just added 4. So let's not take in this Lava Cake one from Glamlight. I think I'll be all right without those. So yeah. Looks like I'm keeping 100, and I didn't even count how many I was putting in there. We'll say 55. Getting rid of about 55 because I'm sure that was around 10 that I just put in there. So yeah. Hopefully I can attach my Mercari, and thank you for watching my eyeshadow palette collection and declutter. Bye.